Why does our face start to age and why we start to experience jowls, undefined jawline, double chin, nasolabial folds? A lot of people think that it's due to collagen loss or gravity, but the actual reason is actually hiding beneath the skin surface that we need to target. And if you start to understand why your face is experiencing aging signs, you can target those issues and you can actually reverse aging and look younger by 10-20 years drastically, completely naturally. Hi everyone, my name is Valeria Wexler. I'm a registered nurse, board-approved provider in manual therapy and bodyworks, and a face fitness expert. And I developed my face fitness system that targets our face, our body, and our mind to help us age naturally. Today I'm going to talk about 6 different reasons why we start to age and how to reverse those issues so that you see improvements within your face as soon as even after this video. Reason number 1. Actually, it's our feet. And you might think that in order to transform our face, we need to work with our face. Everything in our body is interconnected, and if you have any asymmetries or imbalances within your feet, especially when you're standing, when you're washing dishes, or when you're sitting and you're crossing one leg above the other, you're creating more pressure on one side of your body than the other. And in our body, everything is interconnected through something called fascia, which is a connective tissue. And when our fascia becomes tighter more on one side, it starts to pull the tissues from the other side, and we start to have facial asymmetries, we start to have pains, discomforts, and it's important to do daily exercises that will help you release tension in your feet. So for example, you can walk on your toes for 10 seconds, then alternate and walk on your heels for 10 seconds. That's usually what I teach my students in my face fitness system as well. And we even have whole practices that help you balance and release tension in your feet. So I would highly recommend you to start with your feet first. Reason number 2 as to why we start aging is actually the tension in our diaphragm. Diaphragm is the muscle that becomes tight, it shrinks, and it causes breathing issues when we feel anxious, when we have posture issues. And diaphragm is an important target that we need to focus on when we want to look younger, when we want to age backwards. So even a simple exercise like this, placing our hands on our rib cage and taking an inhale, holding our breath for a couple of seconds, and then turning our body towards the left side first as you exhale, holding here for a couple of seconds, then inhaling again and turning towards the right side as you exhale, holding here on an empty breath, and then coming back to the center will help you stretch and relax your diaphragm. And not only you will feel like you're able to open up your chest better, but also you'll notice changes in your lower part of the face because your diaphragm is directly interconnected with the lower part of your face, your jawline. And if you have jowls, diaphragm is an important part to target within your body. Reason number 3 is our neck. If you lost even 1 centimeter length of your neck, it tremendously influences your face. If you have tension in your platysma muscle, which is the muscle that is quite a large muscle and it's the muscle of our neck, it's connected to our jawline. And when there is tension in our neck, again, if we're looking down at our phone or if we have posture asymmetries, platysma muscle becomes tight and it starts to pull our face downwards, and we start to experience marionette lines, double chin, undefined jawline. And a lifted neck means that you have a sculpted and toned face. So make sure to target your neck as often as you can. Reason number 4, and that's our posture. If we have tight shoulders, if we are having slouching backs, if we are sitting with improper positions at our tables as we're working on the computer, it will affect our face. There is no reason why it will not. And that's because, again, everything is interconnected and our posture is directly linked to the forehead wrinkles. So if you have lines that are deep within your forehead, if you have hooded eyes, then you need to work with your posture. If you don't know how to work with your posture, I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel that you can check and do a couple of posture exercises. Also important to target your neck muscles as well. So something that we don't think often that our posture influences our face, but it does. It's scientifically proven, and I would highly encourage you to do a couple of stretches right now as you're watching this video. Reason number 5 is actually our skull or our head. As we age, our cranial bones start to shift and our sutures that's supposed to be nicely connected, they start to lose that connection, start to separate away from each other, and we experience asymmetries within our face. Another issue that is happening within our head is our aponeurosis, which is kind of like a helmet within our head that becomes tight and it prevents blood flow coming nicely to our face. And not only we start to lose our hair more often, but also we start to experience dullness within our face, dark circles, and even some pigmentation that is not supposed to be there because of the lack of proper blood flow. Or doing a simple scalp massage in the morning and in the evening will boost blood flow to your head, to your scalp, and will relax your aponeurosis. Reason number 6 is the lymphatic accumulation. If you tend to have puffiness, especially in the morning when you wake up, you notice that you have more pronounced eye bags or your cheeks feel and look plumper. That's happening because of the tension in your neck, in the tension in your back muscles, and also even in our feet. So all the other points that I discussed before, they need to be targeted so that you have proper blood flow and also lymphatic flow to feel and look sculpted and prevent eye bags and hooded eyes from appearing naturally. So these were the 6 reasons that speed up your aging processes. Once you reverse them, you will be able to look and feel younger and your features will look nice and more defined without any Botox or plastic surgeries. And if you're ready to dive deeper into step-by-step routines that only last for 10 minutes, link is in my description box. I have a whole face fitness system developed for that where we target our posture, our lymphatic flow, and our facial muscles. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye!